Let's go. What is up, guys? What is up? What is up? Just looking at my phone to see if I can see me. Let's go. There I am. All right, guys. What is good, man? Happy Friday. Hope y'all had a blessed week in the markets today. I'm just getting off work right now, low key. Been a long day. Super blessed to be busy at the barbershop, though. Shout out to all my barbers. Let's go. But today, nonetheless, was a very busy day. But nonetheless, guys, how was your trading week this week, guys? How was your trading week? I know a lot of you guys trade gold. I know a lot of you guys trade indices. I've been calling out buys on indices for the last I don't know, like 3-4 months. So how was you guys' trading week? Talk to me, guys. Very interested. Very interested. Did you guys end the week profitable? In the blues, in the reds? Did you guys take trades? Did you guys not take trades? What was you guys' week like? But as we get into that, I also want to get into back testing, and I also want to test you guys a little bit. Give me a one if it's okay if I can test you a little bit when we back test today. Again, I can't see you guys. I'm on YouTube right now. I'm not on Zoom, so I can't see who's participating. So the way I'm gonna test you is as we back test. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the chart, and I'm gonna ask you guys, what are we gonna wait for? What are you guys looking for? What would you like to happen next? Right? Give me a one if it's okay if I test you guys today. Let me know, guys. Let's go, Nova. Hey, shout out to Nova. I see you be smacking the charts. Shout out to you, girl. You've been locked in. You've been locked in literally since day one. Literally since day one. And I believe you've been with us for around a year ish. Around a year ish. Right? So, man, shout out to you. You've been plugged in literally since day one. And it's literally, as we continue to get into year two, I can literally see you reaping the fruits of your benefit this year. I've seen your charts that you sent in. I see y'all smacking, and I'm just happy to be working with you guys. So, shout out to you. But man, it looks like Nova is the only one that's willing to participate today. Well, I guess today's call, Nova, is for me and you. Right, but as we backtest today, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the chart, and I'm gonna ask you guys, what would you guys like to see? And there really isn't no, facts. Nova, she be stepping up for Reno for sure, right? That's 100%, right? But as we backtest, I really want to pause and test you guys. I don't want you guys to feel uncomfortable. Y'all might feel uncomfortable because I've been there before. Hopping on these calls and Coach O asking us, and we're like, everybody's quiet, right? It's quick. It's crickets in the chat. You're like, shoosh, nobody's typing nothing, and he's talking. I'm like, what would y'all like to see? What do you guys want to see next? What are you guys looking for? Buys or sells? Yada yada yada. And I feel like it's important that you guys should know what you want to see next in the market. I don't want you guys just biting on every move you see. Because sometimes when you bite on every move you see, that's when messy things happen, right? You should have an idea, a plan of what you want to do in the market, right? If the market is in an uptrend, we should be looking for buys. That's half the battle. Now, when you see specific market structure, this should tell you what you want to see next, right? If you aren't there yet, that's okay. Everybody has their journey, right? But as you start to go from beginner to intermediate and intermediate to advanced, you should know what you want to see next. It's a waiting game, and you're waiting for your strategy. You're not abiding on every move. If you're biting on every move as an advanced or intermediate person and you are still struggling, I believe this is why. As to be 4.5 to 5 years in now, if you don't have a plan of what you want to do in the market, a lot of people just react instead of having an actual bias. And I feel like that's where people struggle. And if they fix that small little tweak, if they tweak that small little bad habit of reacting rather than having a plan, then I feel like they would have a better time in the market, you know? So I want to go ahead and apply that on today's call and see if we can do that. So today might be a slower call because I have to wait on the lag difference from like a message that I see to what you guys hear live. So keep that in mind. But it looks like I see Edsel on the call and Jose on the call. I know Jose's at work, but if anybody is willing to participate, hey, there is no right or wrong. And if you are wrong, I'm going to go ahead and break everything down. So hopefully the next time you understand and you are right. And that's what it's all about, right? So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can change this over to some trading view. Let's go ahead and hop over to camera and charts. We are on. All right. All right, give me a 1 if you guys can see my chart, guys, because I can't really. Oh wait, I can see my chart. Bet. We on, baby. We on. All right. Cool. Now, before we get into actual back testing, right? Before we get into actual back testing, let's go ahead and turn this stuff off. And this is important to understand. And I'm literally gonna test you guys right now before we get into the live charts because I feel like it's important. Right? I want to start basic, and even if it seems basic to you guys, who gives a flying poo? Like, if you want to advance, guys, you cannot have an ego to how basic, how intermediate, or how advanced you may think things are. Everything starts somewhere, and if this helps you going from basic to intermediate to advanced, then this is going to help you progress, right? And it all starts with trend. So, guys, please, if you're willing to be a participant on this call, talk to me, please. When the market is in an uptrend, what should we be looking for? Buys or sells? Let me know in the chats. Let me know. When the market is in an uptrend, what should we be looking for? Buys or sells? Again, I feel like if you could understand the trend, this is half the battle. Maybe even more than half. Awesome. I see Nova, Jose, and Carlos. Let's go. Thank you for participating. Thank you for participating. If you guys do not know, I love to work with the people who love to participate in the markets. Why do I love to do that? Because I was once that student who was very, very hungry on these calls, and I was able to grant access to Coach O, who was, the person who created, the level system and the level strategy. So when it comes to wanting to learn and wanting access and wanting that person to stand by me and ask, hold my hand while I go through the charts, I'm willing to be that person for people. I'm willing to be that person for people who are willing to participate and give a little bit of effort. A little bit of effort. So if I see you on these calls and you get a message from me, get ready to work because I want your 2026 to be a better 2025, 100%. Now, when you see the market in an uptrend, we are looking for buys. Very, very simple, right? So let's go ahead. Oh man, I thought you could put something there. How about this? Can I put this? Can I type on this? Yes. When you see that the market is in an uptrend, guys, we should be looking for buy opportunities. Let's actually change this. And again, can you look for sells? Yes, 100% you can. But this is what I like to do, right? When the market is in an uptrend, I like to just look for buys. Are you waiting sometimes? Yes, you are waiting sometimes. But sometimes, I feel like the longer you have to wait for an opportunity, the higher probability this trade is going to be. Give me an 8 if that makes sense. Hey, I feel you on that Costco run, bro. You good, Josue. Should I had to hit mine too, right? Awesome, let's go. And again, when the market is in a downtrend, we should be looking for sells, right? Everybody should know this by now. We are all some type of veterans in here. A lot of us are between this intermediate to advanced phase, if not all in advanced phase. I know we have a couple new students, so I will let y'all slide. But this is why I'm going over this with you guys. But a lot of you guys that have been with us for a while, y'all are in the intermediate to advanced phase. So if you guys don't know this, or if you guys are still struggling with this, guys, if that's okay, do not be afraid to go back to the basics. This is where we have to drop our ego and understand basics is what really takes us places. It might seem like, this isn't advanced enough. This isn't complicated enough. But why does trading have to be complicated? I want to make trading easy. I want to make trading easy for me, but not only for me, I want to make trading easy for you guys. If I can make the newest individual who doesn't know a lick of trading understand trading within their 3 to 6 months when it took me a year and it took my mentors 2 years, I feel like that's a big jump. If someone could understand trading in 3 to 6 months, that is amazing, right? So understanding trend is a huge, huge thing. Downtrend, we look for sell opportunities. When the market is in an uptrend, we look for buy opportunities. Give me a 10 if this makes sense. Now, and I go, guys, I know. A lot of y'all advanced, y'all know this. This isn't for you guys. This is for the newer students. And if you guys are new, because I do know we have a lot of newer students that have partnered with us in the last few weeks, welcome, right? This is the levels call. We do break down market structure heavily on these calls, right? Now, again, this is something different, right? I do want to test you guys a little bit. So tell me, I want you guys to tell me, what examples would you like right now? Sells or buys? Tell me in the chats. Let me know. Type it in, type it in, type it in. What examples would you like? Buys or sells? Let me know, guys. Again, this is for you. Awesome, Josue. First one to type in, you got it. Awesome. Market is in a downtrend. Oops. Market is in a downtrend. We have lower low, lower high, lower low. We have a break of structure to the downside. When we have a break of structure to the downside and the market is in a downtrend, what should we be looking for, Josue? Buys or sells? Again, this is where I have to wait because of the lag. Sorry, guys. If the market is in a downtrend and we have a BOS to the downside, yes, sir, we're looking for sells. Awesome. This is our selling starting point. This is our selling starting point. So I'm gonna assume you know where to enter, Josue, because you've been with us for a while. You know, I've helped you a few times. I'm sure you understand where to enter. This would be your entry, your stop loss at the high with the minimum 1 to 3. Awesome. Now, Josue, I want you to be. We're typing right now because we're not on Zoom. But what would you like to see happen? The market is right here right now. I'm testing you. What would you, Josue the profitable trader, what would Josue the profitable trader like to see happen? The market is right here. What would you like to see happen, Josue? You can keep it very simple. What would you like to happen, bro? Again, guys, I'm waiting for Josue to type in the chats. So this is where we have to, please bear with me. I am testing y'all. I am testing my buddy, my brother Josue, to see what he would like to see in the on the chart. And this is important for everybody, right? If Josue knows what he wants to see, and maybe you don't, this is where you guys are gonna start to advance as well, right? Because maybe you're fairly new, or maybe you're still struggling on what you want to see. Maybe you don't even know I need to see. You're like, oh shoot, I need to see something. Like, I need to be aware of the next move. If you don't even know that, this is where we start to learn. Okay, Josue said, create liquidity, then sweep it, reach the zone, and wait for a re-entry. I don't want to reach. Let's see. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone here. I don't want it to reach the zone too quickly. Okay, cool. So you're saying if the market just comes up very, very quickly, you're a bit tempted. You want to take some sales, but you're more on your toes. You're like, I should wait for more confirmation. Give me a 1 if I'm correct. Give me a 10 if I'm wrong. If the market comes up too quick, you're more like, you know what? I'm a bit more cautious. Correct? Okay, cool. Hey, nothing wrong with that, bro. You should feel like that, right? You're like, yo, market's coming back real quick. Maybe I'm gonna wait for some confirmation here. And that's the right thing to do. And trust your gut instinct, right? If now you're saying if the market wants to build liquidity on the way up, you're gonna feel a lot more confident to take these sales. Give me a 2 if I'm right, and give me a 0 if I'm wrong. Or you could just tell me I'm wrong or correct. Whichever works for you, bro. If the market comes up a bit more slower, you are more likely to take these sales. Awesome. Awesome. Let's go ahead. Market creates liquidity. Break the structure to the upside. Break the structure to the upside. What should I be doing, Josue? What should I be thinking? If the market is making its way to the upside, what should I be doing, bro? What should I be doing, Josue? The market's making its way up to me. What should I be doing in order to find some extra confirmation the market's going to go my way, bro? And quick, shout out to Josue for stepping up, bro. I'm not sure if y'all know Josue or if y'all ever had a chance to talk with him, but this dude is the most dedicated dude I've ever seen on the charts. Since day one, just like Nova, y'all have always been on the calls and have always asked questions. There's literally no surprise why y'all are stepping up in your trading. Because since day one, you guys have been literally head in the books on the charts, but y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all been plugged in. So now, Josue, let me know, bro. As the market is on its way up to my sell zone, what should I be doing, bro? I just hyped you up. You gotta let me know now. Even on a smaller time frame, awesome, cool. I get you. But as the market is going higher, what should I be doing? Y'all can help Josue. This is a team effort, right? Josue's been around. Maybe he doesn't understand my question, right? But maybe y'all do. What should I be doing? As the market is going up to my sell zone, what should I be doing, guys? Jennifer, I see you shouting out the call in the chats. Shout out to Jennifer. I see you. Thank you so much. Guys, if you guys can do me a solid, please send in a screenshot. Send in the link in the chats. Make sure your people are on because this is how we get better, guys. Let's see. Josue, Nova, and Carlos said, mark up your BOS, adjust BOS. Yes, yes, and yes. As the market is going up to my sell zone, I need to adjust my BOSs and my change of character lines. This is important. This is going to help me understand if I am right or I am wrong. Because if I am right, this is very, very crucial. Please highlight this, put this in your notes. If I am right, the market will change character and we will close below this black line. Very, very important. If I am wrong, thank you, Nova. Thank you. I think somebody else did it too, but thank you. If we are wrong, the market will just continue to go higher and we will never break structure to the downside. Very, very simple. That's a very, very simple thing to understand. If we are right, we break and close below. If we are wrong, we continue to go higher. Give me a 10 if that makes sense. If we are right, we break and close below. If we are wrong, we continue to go higher. Let me know if that makes sense to you guys. Very, very simple thing to understand. This is why we continue to adjust, because if we want to understand we're right or wrong, don't get me wrong, I want to enter these trades as soon as we get touched, right? I want to ride this trend to the downside. But I also know I also want to leverage in a couple more trades. And I know you guys want to enter more trades as well. Now, how can I enter more trades? This is when we have to adjust our zones. We continue to have breaker structures. We continue to adjust. We have breaker structures. We continue to adjust. Awesome. I am now in this trade off the fact that I want to look for sells. A market's in my zone, so I'm already taking this. Now, is the market going to go my way and break and close below? This means that I'm right. Or is the market going to go ahead and just continue going higher, which means I'm wrong? Give me a 3 if that makes sense. I'm in this trade. Now is the market going to go lower? Sorry, guys. Is the market going to go lower, which indicates I'm right? Or is the market going to go higher, which indicates I'm wrong? This is where we have to wait for extra confirmation now. If the market closes below, we can now look for another opportunity, right? We now have gotten confirmation. We do have a break structure to the downside. Whether we use another starting point or we use a left shoulder, that is completely up to you. That is completely up to the trader. What do you like to do? Are you a starting point trader? Or are you a smart money / head and shoulder trader? Are you a mitigation trader with I'm sorry, what is it called? An imbalance? Do you like trading the imbalance with smart money? Do you like trading the starting point with levels? Do you like trading the head and shoulder with levels? Nonetheless, structure is the same, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low. You just have to find your setup. But what entry do you like? Now, once we see that, once we see this change of direction, oops, that's not the one I wanted, sorry. Once I see this change of direction, this tells me we are now looking for some more sells. This is where I want to start looking for some more trade opportunities. Send this market back down. So as the market pulls back, I want to see if I can enter again and shift that market down. Do you ever stack your orders or for your starting point shoulder for a re-entry? I do stack my orders. This is how I stack, Josue. This is how I stack, bro. I wait for this change of direction. I gotta be honest, bro. And this is how I learned, right? Like everybody else, you learn by doing the wrong things. Give me a 10 if you've ever had to learn the hard way by doing the wrong things. Be honest, it's okay. I get it. Let me know if you've ever, yes, I promise, we all do it. It's part of the game. If you say, oh, I've never done the wrong thing in trading, you're a freaking liar. You're a liar. I'm not ever going to trust you if you say that. Because everybody does the wrong thing. Now, I had to learn the hard way, right? I would enter here. How can I do this? I want to enter. Let's see. try this. Yeah. All right. So as soon as the market would enter my zone, I would enter. Market would go higher. I would enter again. Market would go higher. I would enter again. Market would go higher. I would enter again. As the market is just going higher, I would enter, enter, enter. And then you know what happens? Stop loss on every single one of those. So for me personally, I don't like to stack while I'm in the negative. If you took one trade, let that one trade hit stop loss. That one trade is your test trade. What do you mean? What do you mean on a sell? What do you mean? Did I say buy? No, I was looking to sell. My bad. If I said buy, I'm sorry. I was looking to sell. As the market continued to go up, on my sell example, I am looking to continue to sell. Right? If I said buy, my apologies. But with this sell example, as the market continued to go higher in negative, I'm looking to continue to sell. But not one time did any of my trades go in profit. Not one time did any of my trades go in. I mean, maybe a little bit, but not how I wanted it to. Not like that. Maybe a little bit, but not how I wanted it to. Oh yeah, yeah, stupid me, right? I promise you, I used to do this, guys, and I see so many people do this. This is why, like, I don't praise this because I've blown accounts like this. You over trade like this. You over leverage like this. So I don't condone this. I don't praise this. I would never recommend this. Okay, trust me. Like I've blown accounts. I'll be the first one to tell you. Yeah, I've blown accounts. I've wasted X amount of dollars doing this dumb stuff right here. This is dumb. Not one time are you in positive and you're risking more money. I don't like to stack like that. Okay? As the market continues to drop and we continue to break structure to the downside, this is now my confirmation where I can look to start stacking trades. Give me an 8 if that makes sense. At this time, as soon as I get this confirmation, I can now look to start stacking trades. As soon as we get this change of direction to the downside. Now this is where it starts to get more nitty gritty, Josue. Because if I want to look for sells here, I can keep it very simple and look for simple pullbacks. And I can continue to stack this way. With starting points, I'm stacking trades. Right? I can stack in every one of these starting points. I can have entries all throughout here. And when the market's trending, guys, this is how it should look, actually. When the market is trending healthy in a downtrend, you should have stacks like this. Healthy. Continuing with the trend. So instead of having, you know, a trade here, and then a trade here in negative, a trade here in negative, and a trade here as I hit stop loss, nope, I have a trade here, 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 in profit. This is how you properly stack, guys. Give me a 10 if that makes sense. Let me see. I'm going to take a screenshot because it looks like I'm going to do a focus group when it comes to trading soon. I do it every year. And it looks like I'm going to have my 4 to 5 students right now. For me, looking for re-entries, I get confused sometimes. So where to place my SL on those stack trades. Awesome. It all goes to what you're looking for, really. Like if you're looking for head and shoulders or starting points, at the end of the day, your stop losses should always be the highs. I know, like it. Sometimes they could look big, like the stop losses could look big, but if you want to feel comfortable, Your stop losses should always be the highs, bro. I know sometimes even like you want to put your stop loss above the starting point sometimes, and then your trades look like this. I'm gonna just clean this up for the visual clarity, because I don't want y'all being like, yo, that's too much, because I can already see. All right, you want to put your stop loss super tight so you could have a crazy swing. But bro, don't like, it's okay to put your stop loss above the high so you could feel a bit more comfortable. This right here is where we start to advance and where we start to not care about how much we risk and how it's really about the leverage. And it's really about understanding and trusting the strategy and the structure in place. I know it's hard because we have so much emotion tied to losses and wanting to win so freaking bad. But when we backtest, you're actually going to see putting your stop loss at the low and trusting your zone of entry is the most important thing you can do. Yeah, and everybody should try to get better risk to reward. Now, as we get better with risk to reward, you just have to understand that you may take a loss, Josue, and that's okay. Maybe you do want to put your stop loss right here. And I get that. Trust me, I want to risk the least amount of pips just like you. Now, we may not get the super snipe entry like we always get, right? And that happens. Now, if we hit stop loss, now we just have to understand what do we have to see next? Do we change direction? Do we consolidate and then sweep and then change direction? What do we have to see next in order for us to believe this sell is still in play? So in order, like if you have tighter stop losses because you want a better risk to reward, I totally understand. But please understand that a sell idea or a sell bias is not completely crushed until we close above this high. The market can play and continue to mess with you all at once until we break and close this high. We can hit stop loss and change direction and now we're gone. If we do not break and close above this high and change direction, we are continuing to look for sells. And you know what happened like this? This happened on AU, but it looked like this. Market structure looked like it wanted to sell. And then you know what happened? The market just tapped the low and then made new highs. I promise y'all. Let's go to AU. 4-hour time frame. Look at that. Higher high, higher low, higher high. The market is giving sell type structure all throughout here. Then what does it do? Sweep it, change direction, right shoulder, new highs. Because we did not change direction, we should have continued looking for the buys. Give me an 8 if that makes sense. Give me an 8 if that makes sense. That would be, let me see. That would be the dominant high, correct? Yes. And this is where understanding a higher time frame bias comes into play. Because look at the lower time frame. Even I got caught up in this, guys. Even I was like, bro, I want the buys. But look at the sell structure they're giving me. Even I was like, dang, are we selling with AU? We had head and shoulder. Oops. Head and shoulder. We had another similar head and shoulder. And I like the wick head and shoulder. So I was like, dang, are we gonna head down with AU? Even I got caught up in AU sells. I didn't take any. But even I for a second was like, dang, are we taking sales with AU? And I didn't take buys either because it looked a little iffy to me. And nothing inside of here was very clean for me anyway. So I didn't take any buys. I'm gonna be honest, I missed this whole buy. And my attention was not on Forex pairs, I gotta be honest. It was more on indices and gold. A lot more on gold than Forex. So I wasn't really interested in this, but But I was looking at this and just understanding structure, right? Understanding this is my higher time frame high, this is my higher time frame low. Guys, if we do not change direction, we continue to follow the trend. What is the trend? Are we in an uptrend or in a downtrend right now? Are we in an uptrend or in a downtrend right now? Let me know. I'm telling you guys, I'm watching right now and seeing who's participating. And those people who are participating are going to get a lot more attention from me. And I may tell the other educators to keep an eye on you too. Like, hey, Nova, Josue, Carlos, Josue, they working. Keep an eye out for them. And I'm not talking about just the Powerhouse educators. We all have connections. All the Powerhouse educators have connections with the Zen Right educators. You guys are on lock and on point with the educators. We're gonna let them know, hey, watch out for this person. You see them in your chats, give them some attention, because they're asking, that they're lurking for some information. So please take your time out, give them some attention. Guys, we're in an uptrend. That is very, very simple to see. If you can't see that, we need to go back to Forex basics. Right? If you are scared to get that wrong, then you should not be trading, because you are going to be wrong a lot in here. Uptrend. Now, if we don't break and close below, we continue to look for buys. Let's go to gold, guys. We got a couple minutes on this call. Let's go to gold. Now, this is the thing. As I'm looking for buys, I want to buy here. Everybody knows I want the lowest zone. I want to buy at this lowest zone. Now, if the market is pulling back, I want to wait for the market to either drop to my zone or change direction. So as the market is dropping back, I'm waiting patiently for the market to drop down to me, or I'm waiting for the market to change direction. And as soon as this happens, I'm looking for some buy opportunities to send that market higher. Okay? Now, when it comes to gold, that happened a lot. We can even look at this push here. We can go lower, but we can look at this push right here. How did we end up way up here when the market pushed right here? And on this time frame, on the 4-hour time frame, technically our starting point is right here. Why did we end up way up here? Let's go ahead and look on lower time frame. Cool. We had a 4-hour starting point right here. Keep that in mind. Now, on the 1-hour time frame, where is my starting point? The closest starting point to live price, if this is live price right here, if this is live price right here, where's my starting point? My closest starting point is right here. So check me out. I want to wait for two things. I want to either wait for the market to come right here to my sell zone. I'm sorry, to my buy zone, or I want to wait for a change of direction. Give me a 2 if that makes sense. I want to wait for the market to come down to my buy zone, or I want to wait for a change of direction. I'm waiting for the market to come down to my buy zone, or I'm waiting for a change of direction. Give me a 2 if this makes sense. Now as the market drops down to me, darn it. Now as the market drops down, let's go ahead and drop down the lower time frame. Now this is the thing. This is what I liked about this buy opportunity. Do you guys see this liquidity? Not only like we bounce once, we bounce twice, We start to drop lower, drop lower, drop lower. We start to drop lower. Not only that, we build liquidity here. We build liquidity here. Let's continue to drop. Oh, I should have been in, so I'm going to go ahead and just get in. All right, cool. So let's take a look. So the market is in profit right now, as we speak. The market is around 1 to 1. The market is around 1 to 1. Awesome. Let's see if we can hit at least this area. This is a 1 to 2.5. A 1 to 3. And I believe I got in a little bit later because of the back testing. So this would be almost a 1 to 3. So let's take a look. Let's take a look and see what happens. Let's see how the market moves. Now again, this is my BOS right here. And this is my change of direction. So now we are waiting for the market to break and close above this black line. So let's go ahead. Awesome. Guys, question. What are we waiting for right now? As the market is pulling back, we're already in right here. What are we waiting for? We want to look for more buy opportunities. What are we waiting for right now? You guys tell me in the chats. What are we waiting for right now? It's okay to be wrong. Be wrong. I would rather you be wrong than not level up in 2026. I would rather you be wrong than not level up in 2026. What are we waiting for with gold? We're waiting for the market to change direction. As the market is dropping down, we have lower low, lower low, lower high, lower low. We have yet to change direction. We got some bullish momentum. We pulled back. That means we are still waiting for the market to break and close above. If we can get this, the market can give us some more bullish opportunities. So let's go ahead and see. Took a very long time, but let's see if we can get that. Making its way slowly. Very, very slowly, but we can finally break and close above. Awesome. That's a good sign. And we hit take profit. Let's go. That is a good sign. Oops, my coffee. Awesome. So now look. Let's take a look. I gotta sneeze. Sorry, guys. Woo! Oh my goodness. Sorry. Awesome. So we hit TP on that opportunity. So now this is the thing. We have. Let's pull it back a little bit. Let's pull it back a little bit. Let's pull it back to right here. I want to test you guys. Who wants to be tested right now? Who wants to be tested? Who wants to get better? Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you're willing to be tested. This is for everybody anyway, so everybody should be willing to be tested. I'm not singling anybody out. Everybody should want to be tested right now. If you want to get better, I should see some 1s in the chat. Now, what are we waiting for right now? I can see a starting point here. and I can see a starting point here. The market is consolidating back and forth right now. So, one, the market is in an uptrend. Two, we're building liquidity. Three, I can see it as a starting point for entry. Oops, that's it. So if I can see we're in an uptrend, I should be looking for buys. If I can see consolidation, building liquidity, I understand what I should what should happen next. Now, if you can see consolidation, guys, if you can see consolidation and liquidity building up right here, what are you thinking is going to happen next? What would you like to happen next? If you're seeing this right now, and you're seeing a starting point right here, what would you want to happen next, guys? Talk to me, guys. Talk to me. One, we're in an uptrend. We should be looking for buys. The market is building liquidity, and we are stuck in consolidation. What do we want to see next in order to start looking for buys? What can Nova the trader, what does she want to see next to start looking for buys? What does Carlos the trader want to see next so I can feel confident in looking for some more buys? Once we're in consolidation, I want to see the market sweep liquidity to the downside and continue to go higher and change direction so we can look for some more opportunities. And that's exactly what I would like to see. Market sweeps this liquidity. BOS to the downside. We are waiting for a change of direction right here. Now, as we're waiting for this 15-minute, again, this right here is the 15-minute change of direction. Left shoulder, neckline, head, change of direction. But there is also a lower time frame going down right here. This lower time frame is going to give us this massive move to the upside that is going to go ahead and give us this change of direction. So let's go ahead and drop to lower time frame. Let's see if we can catch that low snipe. Let's drop to the 5. So this is what I'm seeing right now. This is what I'm seeing right now, guys. I'm seeing the market give me a dominant lower low, a dominant lower high, and then the market giving me internal market structure. We sweep this low. Let's go back so I can make it a bit more visually clear. Lower low, lower high, internal market structure. Low, high, we sweep, and then we start to change direction. So this is the thing, though. This is the thing. We have a higher time frame or a larger structure setup intact with a smaller structure setup. So we are still waiting on this higher time frame or large external structure change of direction. BOS to the downside. And then we get the internal change of direction. Now let's see. Let's see if we can catch something based off of this right here. We have a shoulder here. Let's see if we can get something. That starting point definitely was the play to continue going higher. Even this one. Notice how we got the change of direction right here. One candle breakout. The starting point to that candle breakout is right here. Market taps in and takes off. Awesome. Let's go. So this market structure got some respect on that starting point. Again, BOS at the downside. Guys, if this is your BOS at the downside, what are you waiting for right now? Let me know what you're waiting for right now in order to start looking for some more buy opportunities. Let me know. What would you guys like to see? We got some respect on that starting point, but what else would you like to see, guys? Where you're like, okay, if the market does this, I wouldn't mind looking for some more buys. For me, if we can change direction, if we can continue to break structure to the upside, I'm already thinking, okay, cool. If the market wants to break structure to the upside, I'm going to ride those waves. So let's go ahead and get it. We break structure to the upside. Another inverted here. I'm going to go ahead and just move this over. Let's see if we have a starting point right here. Let's see which one respects the most. My goodness gracious. Gave that starting point a little bit of trouble, but nonetheless, the market ended up respecting and going higher. It's exactly what I want to see, guys. It's exactly what I want to see. Not only that, look at the structure again. I mean, we're on the 1 minute. If we go on the 5 minute, this structure changes. Notice how this is my starting point. That was actually a snipe. Notice how this is my left shoulder. That was actually a snipe. So you should have been looking for buys in here anyways. But now look at the structure, guys. Check this out. Liquidity sweep. Consolidation. Sweep. We take off and go higher. That's exactly what you want to see, guys. That's exactly what you want to see. Where is my starting point? This last selling candle. Where is my left shoulder? This consolidation here. Let's wait and see if the market honors that. Guys, you literally just have to wait. Like, I'm not sure about how you feel about watching the back test, but like even when I watch myself back test, I literally just like, bro, like you just have to wait. Look at all this consolidation or all this liquidity that was building up. I know everybody looks and pays attention to this. I promise you, I know you guys pay attention to that. But that's not the trend direction. Stop getting fooled on the counter trends. And you can easily stop getting fooled on the counter trends by just focusing on the continuations. Put more focus into the continuations over the counter trends, and you're going to have a good time in the market, guys. You're going to have a way better time in the market. Look at this. This could have been the easiest trade of your career. Simple 1 to 3. Market already hit, take profit. Now let's see. The one area that's standing out to me is this right here. Let's see if the market comes back to this area. Now, why is this market standing out to me? Because I have consolidation. We sweep and then we go higher. That's a big red flag. Why do you go one way just to continue going the opposite? Know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead. Market taps in. What happens? I think this was the move of today. This was today's move. I remember getting into this today. What's today? Friday the 23rd. Yes, this was today's move. I remember this. I remember when it got right here, I was like, ooh, this isn't looking good. Because I got in right here, and I also got in at this starting point right here. So I got in right here and then right here again. And I was like, oh, this doesn't look so good. And then what does the market do? This was literally the idea, guys. This was the idea. But what did we do? We were following the trend. Trend was in buys. Trend wasn't an uptrend. What should I be looking for the trader? I should be looking for buys. If the market isn't in an uptrend, this is half the battle. Stop fighting the trend. Stop fighting the trend, guys. A lot of you guys can't progress, and it's not because you're analyzing wrong. You're actually analyzing right. You're just getting the perfect entry in the wrong direction. You're getting the perfect entry in the wrong direction because you're looking for the counter trends rather than the trend continuations. I bet you if you focused more on continuing the trend, a lot of you guys would catch more snipes and you guys would hit a lot more take profits than stop losses or break evens. Or break evens. This was the move of the day, guys. I think market missed 5K by a little bit. I think it started to drop off here. Because I believe I sold off around right here, if I'm not mistaken. It should sell off right here and go down. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, the market went higher? I didn't even see this. Oh, okay. Let me see. I'm analyzing just like I am with you guys right now. Sorry. I'm watching this because I'm just looking at to see what I could be looking at for next week. But nonetheless, guys, this was literally the move of the day. When did this happen? When did this move take place? Check this out. A lot of this, oops, what the heck happened? A lot of this stuff, guys, a lot of this was London buildup. London took place. London took place right here, gave us some upward momentum, and then the market stops. New York opens. Literally, guys, look at what time candle this is. 6:30, 6:29. This candle right here is the 6:29 candle. 6:30, market sweeps liquidity. By the time it's 6:35, we're already changing direction. Consolidation. Market opens. 8 minutes later, we change direction. Guys, when you see that, we should be looking for some longs. Let's take some buys in the trend, in the uptrend. Let's continue riding those buys. Now, give me an 8 if that makes sense, guys. Give me a question mark if you're confused. Let me know if you guys are confused by anything right there. Awesome. Guys, I promise y'all, understanding what to do next and anticipating moves is going to be the best thing for you. Like, you're going to build confidence. Like, you're going to start to understand, like, bro, it's not ready yet. We have to just continue to wait, stay patient. It's going to come down to me. Okay, cool. I was able to take a trade. Now we have to change direction in order to look for some more opportunities. Guys, once you start thinking in this way, in sections, trading becomes really fun because you're not biting on every move. Yes, I repeat, yes, you're waiting. Yes, you're using your brain and thinking a lot more than clicking buttons? Yes. However, you are moving in the markets with more confirmation, with more confidence. And that's what we should all be doing. Understanding what we need to see and clicking buttons with confidence. So I hope we were able to get some type of gems out of this, understand things that we need to see, understand the checklist that we have in mind for ourselves. Because once we see those things, it's game time. We can't be second guessing. You know, the market can only give you so many confirmations before it's saying, hey, Vinny, I gave you 5 confirmations, bro. Stop waiting for a 10th change of direction before you hop in. Take the second one, take the third one. Stop waiting for 8 change of directions before you hop in, Vinny. Nova, stop waiting for 100, whatever the case. Carlos, stop waiting for, you know, 12 BOSs and change of direction. Stop waiting for so much to, like, start taking these opportunities based off of simple confirmations that we have. Levels doesn't have a whole ton of different confirmations. BOS, change of direction for reversals, head and shoulder, and continuations is BOS. That's it. That's it. Guys, that's it. Levels is simple. We keep things very, very easy. So, again, I hope I was able to give you guys some gems. Understanding what to do next. Use our brain and wait for things and anticipate things instead of reacting to every opportunity our eyes see. That's not what we want to do. That's what amateurs do. We want to be the best. I want to be the best, bro. I don't want to just lose money to lose money. I want to be the best. And I want you guys to be the best as well. So we have to start thinking better. We can't just be taking everything because it's, oh, you know, we can, I see it, I can take it. No. No. No more of that. No more of that for every strategy. No more of that. In every strategy, you guys should only be taking high quality. No more CD setups. No more of that stuff. Quality trades only. I promise you guys, you will be trading less, but you will be confident, and you guys will see a lot more things compounding, if that makes sense, right? So, you know, I hope I was able to give you guys some clarity. Thanks for asking questions. Thank you guys for participating. Jennifer, Nova, Josue, Edsel, Jose. Thank you for participating. Um, I appreciate you guys. I will look forward to me reaching out to you guys to see how I can help you guys and service you guys in 2026. We'll love to mentor you guys and help you guys and stand by you guys' side throughout this year. I know I needed that 100% during my second and third year. Thankfully, I was able to get access to Oren, who helped me and helped my trading progress in ways I can never thank him enough. So I'm more than willing to do that for you guys. So thank you for giving me your time. Thank you for giving me your energy, and I will continue to give you guys the same. You guys have a great weekend. I will see you guys tomorrow on Neri's call. Peace and love.